Hey everyone, Lone Wolf Guy here, and well, the drip marketing for both Vesna and Vodyanica has dropped, which means next patch, Vesna will most likely be in Phase 1, Vodyanica is going to be in Phase 2. Now, me personally, I am almost finished with the basic building of my Odette. Also, again, excuse the glare from the sun. The sun's right over there. I'm walking up this street so I can get the bus off, take the bus to work, which today is my Friday. Anyway, now, like I said, me personally, I am almost done with the basic building of my Odette. Just got her weapon to the last what is it? To the last ascension. I'm working on getting her to the last ascension. All I need to do is I need to fight her boss one more time and get one more of her flowers. And then she'll be at the last ascension. I don't know if I have enough books. I'm pretty sure I have enough Mora. If not, I can just do ley lines for a bit to get the necessary amounts. I also have her at, I think, 366 in terms of her talents. I don't see any point in going any higher than maybe 6 on her normal attack, but definitely double crown her skill and burst. Because I'm most likely going to be using her in my team with Sandrone. Because right now my team with Sandrone consists of Sandrone, Chi-Chi, which I built, and still amazed that I built Chi-Chi in this day and age. I haven't really built her too well, but still I built her to the point where it's like she can do what I'm using her for, which is, support. And when we're able to choose a free 5-star for whatever, I do plan on choosing her because then she'll be C6. Thank you. I'm walking up, crossing the driveway, and the lady was kind enough to let me cross. So, anyway, like I said, my Chi-Chi's actually pretty well built. I've got her not double crowns, not something. I don't know what her normal attack stat is, but her E and ult are, or E and burst are at 9/9. And if I get her C6, she'll basically, like I said to people, she'll basically be Genshin version of Mercy from Overwatch, reviving everyone with her burst. But I think I'm gonna try this out for right now. See if I can get her, put Odette. Once I have a good amount of good artifacts on her, which it says that she has the new set, but I'm like, but she's cryo, and she uses the stellar the stellar reaction. That should be that one. That would mean that she would take that one set from you have a minivan, and you're people just don't. Sometimes people just do stuff that just doesn't make sense. But anyway, which makes me think that she could use that set that's in the new area of Mondstadt over by Dortmund Port, that one set from that domain over there, which is the same domain that which is the same set that Sandrone uses. But yeah, that's the team I have with Sandrone currently is Sandrone, Chi-Chi, Miko, again another card I never thought I'd ever have the opportunity to build. Gotta get some better artifacts on, because right now she's running Golden Trope, and I'm like, it's not something good for stellar reactions. I think I might need to do the that set also. Hold on. Anyway, so, and I have Escoffier, which of those four, two have their signature weapons. Gigi never got a signature weapon. She was early, she was too early for her to get a signature. But I have that that one sword that you got from Kazuo's story quest, Kagetsuo Ishin, or whatever that one is. You know which one it is. Too bad you can't refine that. But I have it on her for the attack percentage substat. But I'm trying to think. Yeah, I have Miko on Kagoda's Verity, which I think I got that accidental, because it was during the time when she was rerunning with another character I was trying for their weapon, which I was like, okay, I'll take that. And I have I don't have the pitchfork on I don't have the pitchfork on Escoffier. I have R5 level 95 lance. The R5 level 95 lance I've had for such a long time, that I had on Zhongli for the longest time. And I don't remember which. Oh, I think I have a two-piece on Escoffier when it comes to artifacts. But anyway, back on the whole. Like I said, I'm almost done with Odette. I need to get some good artifacts for her. As for which one of the characters I'd rather get when it comes to Vesna or Vodyanitsa, I'd rather get Vodyanitsa. Don't get me wrong, Odette looks like not Odette. Vesna looks like she could be a pretty good unit. first of all, she's Animo, which is one of the elements I'm not really good with. Don't get me wrong, I love some Animo stuff is good. Like I love using Cosmo for crowd control. Flying around, basically flying around with a couple other characters like Wanderer and Chaska, making names go, where do they go? But it's not that. I'm also very comfortable with Hydra, which is what Vodinita is. It's going to be Hydra. Now, what kind of weapon are they going to have? I think since Vesna is part of what's called the Druzna, which is a group of which is like, I think, like the elite warriors of which I think is like the elite warriors of Zaritza, which I thought that was the Fatui. Nah, they're just foot soldiers. Harbingers are top of the top. They're the ones. They're like, you know, they're like the cream of the crop, if you will. But yeah, apparently Vesna and Danica, who is also on my list of characters I would like to get, are like, they're the ones in charge of those. But like I said, I don't know what her kit would be, but okay, back on one thing. I'm guessing that since she's part of like that military thing, I'm thinking Vesna's gonna be Animal Sword, which, to be fair, we already have 3 Animal Swords. A 4-star Lynette, at least 3 4-star Animal Swords. At least 3 Animal Swords. 4-star Lynette, 5-star Jean, and Kazuha. Those are the ones I know of. Which I have never built my Jean. Need to. There's a lot of characters I need to work on. Most importantly, I have not built my Bennett. And my friend Joel says, dude, you need to build your Bennett. Dude, build your Bennett. Okay, back on this. Well, because for the longest time, Bennett was the only Pyro sword until Durin came out. Still amazed I got him C1 before I got 1 copy of it. And I got his weapon before I got Nicole's Catalyst. And I got Nicole's Catalyst right after I got that. Anyway, back on this. But yeah, I feel more comfortable using Hydro characters, because I pretty much have every... Wait, do I have every single... Yeah, I have every single Hydro character in the game. How many of them are built? Well, that's different. That's a different topic. My best one's still Nouvellette, though. My best Hydro unit is still Nouvellette. I mean, I use him in my alt with Lauma, Flins, and Inefa for either for either Hydro Bloom or no, Lunar Bloom or Lunar Charge. So anyway, by the way, on my alt I plan on pulling for, I'm hoping I get both Fractured Halo, Fractured Halo and Blood-Soaked Ruins, which are Nepha and Flynn's weapons respectively. But if I get one or the other, that'd be great. That's great. Next phase, on my main, I plan on getting Flynn's. Hoping to get Flynn's, because I'm at like 80-something wishes now after using only 110 on Odette and her weapon. But, let me think here. There's a thing though. There's a lot of people who they're saying that they're skipping Vesna because of what her VA is doing. In case you don't know, Vesna's VA is Ari Thresh. And she has been basically saying that her thing is that she's been saying that Cage's new VA, Jacob Takanashi, makes her sick. Hearing it makes her sick. Which, no. You can't get sick from hearing a voice, honestly. I know a lot of people say, well, I get sick every time I hear Trump. Fuck you, okay? Just fuck off. You can't get sick from hearing someone's voice. And she says that whenever she plays through the story of Natlan and hears his voice, she starts sneezing. I'm like, fake sneezing, by the way. And I'm all like, how very mature of you. Of course, I'm being sarcastic because I think she's being very childish. Me, I'm just giving because I prefer Vodjanitsa over Vesna. Nothing to do with VA. I mean, if it had anything to do with VA, I wouldn't have pulled Yao Guang on Aegis on my main account. Because let me tell you, Yao Guang makes my account with Aegis so good. Well, Yao Guang is really good for Evanescia. If it wasn't for Yao Guang, my Evanescia wouldn't be hitting as hard. I gotta wait for some of these cars to pass back and cross. Alright. So anyway, yeah, because right now with Yao Guang in the party that I have with the Evanescia does 104% crit rate at 200 something crit damage, almost 300. Or is it 300? It's somewhere very high crit damage. I mean, if I was so hung up on VAs, I'd be all like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't want her on my team. No, I just don't want Vesna because, like I said, not really comfortable with using animal characters. And, yeah, I'd rather get Vodjanitsa. Anyway. Also, Vodjanitsa's VA is Suzy Young, Which there's a joke going around that because Susie Young does another character that's one of the older characters. Susie Young does Eula, and it's like, oh man, Eula got so screwed out of not getting a buff for Snezna because she's cryo that they gave her VA a new role. It's a joke, of course, but it's funny. Anywho, that's really all I got for you. Like I said, main account going for Flynn's, alt account going for the weapons. Skipping Vesna because I'm not comfortable with Animo. Going for Bozzy Nitsa. Till next time, this is what Jazz, and thank you all for watching. Take care of yourselves.